Howdy howdy, my name is Lily with Makecraft Game, and you're listening to Reading Rulebooks. Today I'm going to do a short and sweet episode for the Ghosts of Christmas. So let's just get into it. The Ghosts of Christmas is a 3 to 4 player game that lasts about 40 minutes. Components include 48 cards, 1 to 12 in 4 suits, 16 ghost board pieces, 4 era dials, 4 score cubes, 1 start player marker, 1 victory points VP tracker, 16 purple door tokens, 4 red door tokens, 12 wreath tokens. 3 players. When playing with 3 players, remove cards 1, 2, and 3 from each of the 4 suits. Game overview. Ghosts of Christmas is a trick-taking game where you play cards into 3 separate tricks: past, present, and future. You play cards into all 3 time periods in a single round, and winning tricks in one time period could help you win more in the future. Game flow. 1 trick, every player playing 1 card. 1 round, 3 tricks. 1 hand, 4 rounds. 1 game, 3 hands in a 3-player game, 4 hands in a 4-player game. Setup. 1. Place the scoring cube for each player on the VP tracker. 2. Assemble the ghost board for each player. 3. Place the doors, wreath tokens, and dials next to the VP tracker. 4. Randomly give the start player marker. Note: the Beyond dial and ghost board pieces are not used in the base game. 5. Playing a hand. Shuffle the deck and deal all the cards, 12 to each player. Turn the era dials face down. First game. For your first game, we recommend playing the Tiny Tim variant, which skips the bidding step. Bidding. Begin with the start player and proceed clockwise. Look at your cards and estimate how many tricks you might win. Take a purple door for each. Your bid will be successful if you win exactly that many tricks. If you would like additional flexibility, one of the doors you take may be red. Your bid will be successful if you win a trick for each purple door, or for each purple door and the red door. Example: if you think you'll win 3 tricks, take 3 purple doors. This bid is successful if you win exactly 3 tricks. If you are less sure, take 3 purple doors and 1 red door. This bid is successful if you win either 3 or 4 tricks. Playing around. Beginning with the start player and proceeding clockwise, play a single card in front of you into one of the 3 eras: past, present, or future. You may only play cards that match the suit on the dial for that era. If you have no cards that match the dial, you may play any card. If the dial is face down, you may play any card. Then turn the dial over and set it to match the suit you played. This continues until each player has played 3 cards, 1 into each era. Tip: you can play cards in any order you want. You do not have to play in the same era as the earlier player. Not only could this help you win those other tricks, but you could empty your hand so you are not forced to follow suit. Scoring tricks. Starting with the past trick, the card played by the start player sets the scoring suit. Whoever played the highest hearts wins the trick. If no hearts were played, whoever played the highest card in the scoring suit wins the trick. The winner takes the starting player marker and takes a wreath token, placing it on one of their doors if possible. Now score the present trick the same way. Notice that the new starting player, whose card determines the scoring suit, is whoever won the past trick. Finally, score the future trick, the winner of the present trick, as the starting player. The scoring suit may be different than the suit on the dial. Heart always trumps. The winner of the future trick takes the start player marker and keeps it until you score the next round. Once all 3 tricks have been scored, discard the 3 cards you played. Flip the dials face down and begin the next trick using the cards you have remaining in your hand. Scoring hands. After 4 rounds, compare your bid with how many tricks you won. If you have extra wreaths not on doors, or have purple doors without wreaths, then score no points. Otherwise, if you have a red door, score 1 point per wreath. It is okay to have or not have a wreath on the red door. If you don't have a red door, score 2 points per wreath. Return your wreaths and doors. Play another hand until you play 1 hand per player. Then the most total points wins. Tied players share the victory. Scoring hands example. 3 purple doors, each with a wreath, 6 victory points. 3 purple doors, each with a wreath, and a red door with no wreath, 3 victory points. 3 purple doors, only 2 have wreaths, 0 victory points. 3 purple doors and 4 wreaths, so 1 wreath with no door, 0 victory points. Beyond variant. Add a 4th era, Beyond. You can play cards to any of the 4 eras. Play 4 tricks per round and 3 rounds per hand. Tiny Tim variant. Easier to learn version. Play Ghosts of Christmas as normal, except skip the bidding step at the beginning of each hand. Instead, your points will be based on how many tricks you win. Take a wreath each time you win a trick. In this variant, doors are not used. Scoring Tiny Tim hands. 3 players. 0 wreaths, 6 victory points. 1 to 6 wreaths, 1 victory point for each wreath. 7 plus wreaths, 0 victory points. Scoring Tiny Tim hands, 4 players. 0 wreaths, 6 victory points. 1 to 5 wreaths, 1 victory point for each wreath. 6 plus wreaths, 0 victory points. And that is the short and sweet episode for Ghosts of Christmas. I find this really fascinating because you're playing 3 to 4 games simultaneously while playing out of the same hand. The scoring trick section in particular, I find fascinating. So the pass trick, the card played by the start player sets the scoring suit, not the suit on the dial. And then it goes on from that manner. So the trump suit, well, trump is hearts, but the scoring suit is determined by who won the past for the present and who won the future for the past. So you're not always able to gauge what the scoring suit is going to be. And I find that really, really interesting. Because if you play to the future, not knowing what's going to happen in the present or in the past, it can be a really big gamble. I have not yet played this game. This was me learning it. And I'm very curious to see in what situations people would not play in the past first to determine the present and then continuing forward in that manner. I'm very curious what strategy would have you play in future eras without knowing how everything was going to start. And if you are the starting player from a previous round, do you hold off playing in the past so nobody knows what's going to happen? Oh my god, there's so many possibilities. If y'all have any insight on this game, please leave me a comment in the YouTube video for this episode. I really want to know more. I'm excited to play it now that we are in the winter season. It feels more thematic to play, let's say the least. And that is the episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you like what you hear, follow MCG on any platform you find me and check out makecraftgame.com for more content. If there is a rulebook you want to hear, leave a comment on this Reading Rulebooks episode. I hope you have a wonderful day.